Hey guys, today we're going to be doing an install and a quick review of the Basenor door seals, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Hey guys, so I'm going to do a quick install of the Basenor door seals, and then I'm also going to test, so this is the testing part of it. This company actually contacted me and they were like, hey, you want to try our door seals? And I was really excited to try them because I've seen the reviews on Amazon and they're really good. And apparently these door seals, quiet your car or lower your decibel level by quite a bit. So I'm pretty excited to try it. I have my lav mic on here, and this is like one of the lav mics that captures like sound from all over. It's not like a cardioid where it just zeroes in on one section. So basically it's going to capture everything. So I'm sure you can already hear the road noise and stuff like that. I also have an app that I'm using that's going to capture the decibel level so we can see exactly how much these door seals do or do not work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two tests. I'm going to do a test like on the street at 40 miles an hour, and then I'm also going to do a freeway test at 70. So once we put them in, then we can test the difference. So I haven't put them in yet, and so let's go for the test where basically we go for 40 miles an hour, and then we'll do 70 miles an hour on the freeway. I'll put them in, and then we'll see what the difference is. So here we go. One other thing too, you might see some magical clothing changes. So I don't think I'm gonna film this whole video on one day. So if you see different clothes, then that's why. Also forgot to mention that I'm gonna do the 40 mile an hour test and the 70 mile an hour test on the same strips of road. That way we can try and make it as accurate as possible and have the same conditions as possible. I also have the AC on right now on Ford because it's just way too hot today. I'm not even going to try and do this without AC, so that would just be part of the noise for this test. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive the same strip of road for the 40 mile and the 70 mile an hour test. That way we can try and make it as accurate as possible. So I'm driving 40 right now down the strip of road, and so let's see what the decibel level is average. I'm going to try not to talk too much because I just want the road noise, obviously, because that's what we're focused on. So I don't want to look at my phone too much, but we're at about 73. Looks like the average is about 70, but I'll check it out in post when I'm editing it, and then I can obviously tell you what the exact decibel level is. Okay, so same thing. I'm on the freeway now. I'm driving 70, so let's see what the average decibel level is without the door seals in. My car is totally stock, so I can drive a little bit here and try to be quiet so we can get a kind of an accurate reading. Okay, so it looks like it's about 75 is the average. So let's now put the door seals in and see what it looks like after that. Hey guys, so here's the install part. So this is the kit. It came in actually a nice Ziploc bag. Here's all the parts. They're like 8 door seals. Yeah, 8 door seals for the front and back doors. So first thing you want to do is take your microfiber towel or some towel to clean off the edge here where you're going to actually be applying the door seal. So make sure you get the whole entire edge of the door, and then go ahead and take your adhesive promoter, put that on there, so that way when you put the stickies on, it'll get a good seal. So again, all the way across the entire surface, you're obviously going to be putting the door seal on. So this is the front one. Front door, start with the bottom, this corner here, thicker pieces on the bottom. So go ahead and start it in the corner, make sure it's lined up with the bottom of the actual door. So here is the drainage hole, so make sure you cut out holes for that so the water could leak out of there. So just take your scissors, cut a hole. Be careful though with this, because if you're not careful you could end up cutting the the door seal in half, so be really careful about that. So make the cuts, and then what you want to do is cut it from the inside so you can cut the entire piece out where the drainage hole is. Here we go. So there, I finally got it out. Now you can continue all the way across the bottom. There is another drainage hole on the other side of the door, so you're gonna have to do the same thing for that side. So once you've got that all the way across, then line up the end, cut off the extra that you don't need, and then go ahead and peel off the rest of the stickies and stick it to the edge of the door. Now so there you go, so now you can see it's lined up with the edge of the door, looks good. Now go ahead and start on the vertical side. So again, just at the edge of the door, keep it at the edge of the door. And again, stick it all the way up to the top. Once you get to the top, of course, you're going to cut it there too. Make sure you cut it at an angle so it matches with the door and the other rubber piece at the top. So there we go, pretty good fit. Now it's time for the A-pillar. So this one is going to be the hardest one. So same thing, microfiber towel, clean off all the dirt and all that stuff that's on the place where we're going to actually put the seal. And same thing again, adhesive promoter after that. So again, this one is kind of hard because of the door hinges. So here's the A-pillar seals, what it's called. So make sure the sticky side is on the left for this driver's side door. Start it at the top, stick it down, and then go ahead and work your way all the way down. Work it obviously behind the door hinges. Then at the bottom, every one of these has tons of extra, so make sure you cut it to the right length. And here's what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, all the way down past the hinges, and now it lines up at the bottom. So the next one is going to be the B pillar, which is right behind the driver's side door on the passenger rear door. So same thing, microfiber, adhesive promoter, and then go ahead and, so this one, the closed side starts at the top, and then you cut off the rest of the bottom. So go ahead and start the closed side at the top there, stick it down, and then just work your way all the way down to the bottom, just like the other pieces. Once you get down to the bottom, make sure you cut it at an angle. As you can see, the piece ends at an angle, so make sure it matches that. And of course, pull the rest of the stickies off and stick it on. So there you go. And then the last one is same thing, microfiber adhesive promoter. Again, the closed side is on the top. So go ahead and line up the closed side with the top of the door there, and then start working your way down. You're going to want to work your way all the way down to the bottom. This door also has 2 drainage holes, so make sure you cut holes out for those when you get to those. They're basically in the same places as the front door, so kind of on the left, kind of on the right. So that's what it should look like. And so that's basically it. Once you've got this one down, then that's it. Do the other side, and that's basically the install.
Hey guys, so I just got finished installing the Basenor door seals. So thanks again, Basenor, for sending me the kit to try out. It's not too badly hard to do. It's kind of tedious, but I think the hardest one is going to be the A-pillar because of all the door hinges and things like that. The door hinges just get in the way and it makes it slightly frustrating. But besides that, the thing is pretty easy. You got to cut out the little holes for the drainage holes, which is not too bad. And then you just stick it on, make sure you've got it in the right place. And so, the one thing that, when I first bought this car, the one thing I did notice was that it was kind of noisy, especially for like a luxury car. Usually they're a little bit quieter, so that was one of the things that kind of a little bit bothered me when I bought the car. I was like, this car is kind of loud. And then also these Primacy MX M4 tires, I totally noticed that they are not the quietest tires, even with the foam inside of them. I've had other tires that are definitely more quiet than these ones, so those are 2 things that kind of up the decibel level in this car. So hopefully this door seal kit will bring that back down a little bit and have the car be a little bit quieter. So let's go get those 40 and 70 mile an hour tests. Okay guys, that was my 40-mile-an-hour test. Looks like the average is about 62, 64, which is quite a bit lower than 70, and it definitely sounds like that as well. So yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with this kit. It does, like in here, it does sound a lot quieter too, which is really nice. So yeah, that's the 40-mile-an-hour test. I'm impressed with it. So let's try the 70-mile-an-hour test and see how well it does there. Okay, so I'm on the freeway now, going 70. It looks like it's a little bit better. 68 about, instead of 25, instead of 75, but I'm going to be quiet and see if I can get a accurate reading. Okay, so it looks like it's about 70. I'll check it in post, but it looks like it's about 5 decibels lower. It feels like that too. The car feels like it's quieter, so pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, considering how noisy this car is generally. So, you know, what kind of things do you guys do to try and quiet your car? You guys thinking about getting a door seal, or are there other little options that you're trying to do to make the car a little bit quieter? Because this car isn't, like I said, the most quiet car on the planet. If you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.